Well, here we are. It's the party, the Lamont Tonelli Ball, and for me, the big icing on the cake, and I see we've got a big cake right there.
Yes, we
Look
do.
at that cake.
Okay,
That's
the
beautiful.
icing on the cake was to have STP as part of the gig, Chasta.
Of course, yes. And I was so excited when we called up STP management. We're like, hey, we'd love to talk to the boys.
Yes.
And we got Erik, drummer. Whoop, whoop.
Drummer.
Drummer's in the house.
Now, drummer. Now, Erik, we were talking a little.
I thought you were going to say the only non-musician in the group.
Oh,
That's-
no,
I was
ouch.
waiting for those.
I'm
No,
married
no,
to
you're
a
the
drummer. That's
cornerstone.
why I said
Drummer.
that.
That's why she's all excited.
I'm
The
excited.
cornerstone.
Yes.
Right?
The foundation of the house.
So we were talking
foundation,
a
we
little
call
off
it.
the air, and you told you're from San Jose.
Yeah, Willow Glen.
Okay, and now, when did you move from San Jose? Give me your little backstory here.
So I was 19 years old, and we lived in Santa Cruz for a year with my dad, and then I moved down to Los Angeles to pursue music down there.
Yeah.
And about 3 years later is when I opened up the Recycler. Do you guys remember the Recycler magazine?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
It was one of the few times I looked at it for, wanted drummer.
Yeah.
And I called Robert DeLeo, bass player, on the
Yeah.
phone, and then, man, we talked for like 3-4 hours.
Really?
Just nonstop, because we had the same, he's from New Jersey, but we had the same musical background.
Yeah.
And it just went on. Then we did a jam with the guys, and it worked out great.
Wow. So hold, that was 1989?
Oh, but I got to tell you about the audition, because that was weird, because it was it was Robert DeLeo and Scott, right? And then there's two other guys in the
Yeah.
band, and the guitar player Corey is up there. He's touching the mic. He's like, "Hey, man, this thing's kind of giving me a shock, right?"
Uh-huh.
And we didn't think much about it. Next thing you know, he's flying into my drum set.
What?
His feet are smoking.
Electrocuted?
Yeah, electrocuted.
Oh, my God.
I reach in, and I'm trying to, I know to one hand to try to pull his fingers off, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
'Cause
Or
if I-
other words, you would have been
'Cause
electric.
otherwise
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
You
Yeah.
can't complete the
right?
circuit.
Yeah.
And luckily somebody just pulled the his guitar cable out, and then we
Holy
took, and then we
crap.
we took him to the hospital, and
Well, after that, they
No, this
can't
is-
cut you from the band.
yeah, this is my addition. Scott looks at me in the lobby of the hospital like, well, I guess you're in because that's so fucking weird.
That is wild. Yeah, when you save a member's life, I think you're in
Right.
the band. Yeah.
Right.
Or you hold it
And
over
he's
him.
doing good now. Corey's
Yeah.
doing good. Yeah, he's still alive.
That's crazy.
All right, so you moved in '86,
Yeah.
and because we were at KSJO starting in 1989,
Yeah, KSJO, remember that,
So
yeah.
that's when you started with STP, then,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you were playing in our parking lot. I remember the band when they had that first album. They got on a flatbed truck and they pulled up to our
yep,
parking
yeah,
lot and they played in our parking lot
It
for
was
us.
unbelievable.
Yes,
Great.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we said, this band is going places. We've got to add this band to our. Yeah, the only thing that you could, if you would have electrocuted someone
Yeah.
on the trailer, it would have been perfect.
We could be onto something in the future, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
We could just plug it in one of the new EVs and say, man, these things got some zap.
So that you've been living in LA the whole time, or
Yeah,
what?
Southern Cal, and then I've been back and forth to up in San Francisco and back.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
So still love the Bay.
I
Still
love it.
Do you have a place up here?
Yeah, up in
Oh,
San
nice.
Francisco.
Oh, great.
Cool.
Still love it.
So when you came back, were you listening, trying to find us on KSJO?
Yeah, so KSJO was gone. Then I heard the Bone, 107 The Bone. I was like, wait a minute, this station rocks way harder than KSJO.
Right, exactly.
Because not only do you play us, which I
Yeah.
love, but then of
Yeah.
course you'd be playing Dio and Sabbath
Yes.
and Zeppelin. I was like, oh, this station is amazing.
Exactly. So I got to ask you, what's it like playing with STP?
I don't know anything else.
That's it. Hold it. That was your first friggin' band?
No. I mean, there was bands in high school
Yeah.
growing up.
Hold,
I mean,
you
as
went
far
from a
as
high
gigging
school
around.
band to STP?
Ones that you just played clubs and stuff, but nothing what was like did any national tours or anything.
Right,
So,
right.
It was kind of like that for all of us. I mean, everybody had like right out of high school the bands playing whatever clubs in Orange County and San Diego, and then once we got together and we just played Bakersfield, L.A., and San Diego. That's kind of where
Yeah.
we stuck to. And then once we got signed to Atlantic Records, it was off to
took
the,
off.
off to the races. Yeah.
And so, what was your attitude? I mean, epic debut album, and you guys hit the ground running. Did it just kind of blow you away?
No, because it wasn't like that at first. Because you're so insulated, like you make a record and you're just hoping it's going to get on the radio. And then we heard it on the radio down in Los Angeles, and like, oh, it was a sex type thing. Like, oh, that song sounds good, man.
Yeah.
But then you're crossing your fingers and going, please, just keep it going, keep it going. You have no idea if the record's going to do well or not, if it's just going to disappear. So one of the happiest days is when the manager came in and said, okay, your record went gold today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So my stupid brain, I'm like, good, we get to make another record just in case this one fails. As it goes on to 6 million copies.
Oh,
you're just
my
like,
God.
yeah.
Was that the moment for you when you were like, all right, I can breathe a little?
You start to think like you could have a career at it, and not just be a one-hit wonder, because that's another fear, man. You sign to a major,
Yeah.
and they put all this money into it, and oh, you're done.
Yeah.
And it happens to so many bands. It's horrible.
So
Great
what was the
bands.
first thing that you bought for yourself when you knew that you had made it and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, I've got some money in the bank now?
A huge money. I bought a Ford Ranger, a used,
Love it.
a used like 8-year-old Ford Ranger.
Beautiful.
Big
Cab,
spender.
Stick shift with no air conditioning. It's like,
Nice.
it's like $4,000, but I put some nice big wheels on it and a
Okay.
lift kit.
Yep.
So
How many inches on the lift kit? That's important. I'm from the South.
I don't remember. It was like 30 plus. It was 92. So
Oh,
it was
that's
well
amazing.
How
retarded.
long did you have that truck for?
About a year or two, and then I got it.
You upgraded to
then,
what?
then we actually started making money. I was like, I can get a car with air conditioning.
Yeah, LA with no air conditioning for a year.
But I just always wanted a Ford truck, right?
Yeah.
And then with that story, if you look at our first tour,
Yeah.
on my drum head, I had an old Ford sticker on it because I was playing for a Japanese drum company,
Uh-huh.
and they wouldn't give me free drums.
Wow.
So I set up yours.
Ah,
Nice.
nice.
I'm paying for these, so we covered up with a nice Ford sticker. And we're touring. All these people are like, dude, I didn't know Ford makes drums. Like, well,
They
maybe
do now.
should, yeah.
Well, I love it, man. Well, hey, thanks for playing at the Lamont Tonelli Ball. This is like a second coming for us. One of
Absolutely.
my favorite bands. I
Yeah.
love it.
Oh, great. Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure listening to you guys for so long. Every time I come to the Bay, I hear you guys and just crack up. And
Well, thank you.
Drop by the studio anytime you want.
Yeah,
Anytime,
you are
anytime you're in
invited
town.
anytime
Yeah.
you want, man.
Oh,
Bring
that's
that
great.
Ford truck or whatever else you're driving now.
As long as no one gets electrocuted, we'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
get all the shock treatments.
Pleasure meeting you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
All right,
guys.
Eric.
All right.
Thanks very much.
Enjoy
Huh?
tonight,
Thanks for
man.
stopping. Oh,
Thank you.
We're gonna love it.
Very nice to meet you.